Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Small School AD on the Educational AD podcast. We'll be right back with today's small school guest, but as always, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Now, don't hit that fast forward button. These are all companies that I've used as an AD or I've got a direct connection to. You should be using them too. So take 3 minutes, listen to our sponsor shout outs, then listen to our small school segment, and then go visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to say thanks to our good friends at Gipper for their support of the podcast. Go to Gipper.com. They're going to show you how to create world-class marketing content to promote your athletes and celebrate your teams. Gipper's used and trusted by over 4,000 high school and college programs. It's professional graphic design made easy. Go to Gipper.com to get started. We also want to say thanks to Hometown Ticketing, the leading digital ticketing provider to schools and colleges. Go to hometownticketing.com. It's digital ticketing that offers more. We also want to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record boards or your school's Hall of Fame, go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. They're interactive touchscreen. That's right, touchscreen consoles are a great way to showcase your school's unique history and your proudest moments. That's vitalsignswalloffame.com. Check them out today. We also want to say thanks to Home Campus. Home Campus is a platform that you're going to use every single day for things like scheduling, student athlete eligibility and clearance. Who doesn't do that every day? Communicating with your stakeholders, your schools, your association, uploading digital forms and rosters, you name it, Home Campus is going to do it better. It's going to do it faster, and it's going to give you a lot of time back in your schedule. To get started, just go to homecampus.com. That's homecampus.com. We also want to thank Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. Go to sidelineinteractive.com and schedule a live web demo to see their scoreboards and their score tables in action. Their products not only generate income for your athletic department, but they also create the ultimate game day experience for your student athletes. That's sidelineinteractive.com. We'd also like to say thanks to Huddle. Go to huddle.com and change the way you see the game. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years, but when I became an athletic director, I wanted a platform that was going to help all of our teams, and Huddle came through like a champ. Our coaches, our athletes, our parents just loved the tools that Huddle provided that allowed our kids to experience sports at the highest level. Go to huddle.com, join the 8 million users, and turn your school into a Huddle school. We also want to say thanks to Ohio University's online Master of Science in Athletic Administration. This affordable master's program focuses exclusively on interscholastic athletic administration. And when you finish, you're not only going to have your master's degree, you're going to have 11 NIAAA leadership training courses to go towards your RAA or your CAA. You're also going to be part of a nationwide network in K-12 athletics. Not everybody can say that. To get started, all you have to do is go to ohio.edu/info/MAA, the Ohio University Online Masters in Athletic Administration. We'd like to thank Snap Raise for their support. Have you ever spent weeks and weeks on a fundraiser and then got little, if any, return? Stop right here. Go to snapraise.com. Hands down, the best online fundraiser. We used it at our school, tremendous success, and you're going to love it too. Go to snapraise.com. Check out their other platforms, but if you're looking for a fundraiser, you found it. Snapraise.com. And we'd like to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. Athletic Surveys is about connections, and they're going to connect you to a group you probably already hear from, the complainers, the gripers. That's only a small percentage. Athletic Surveys is also going to connect you to the 98% that support your program. And that's tremendously valuable information to have when you're talking to a frustrated parent or your principal or even your school board. Go to athleticsurveys.com. They're going to create a custom survey that lets you take the pulse of everybody in your program. That's athleticsurveys.com. Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 3 of our new series. I guess it's still new. Small School Athletic Director. We're visiting with ADs from across the country in smaller schools, and our definition of a smaller school is loosely about 300 students in the high school or less. We're joined today by John Guillean. John is the athletic director for the Lawrence Public School System. That's in Michigan. We connected. I thought he'd be a great guest, and here we are. So, John, welcome to Small School AD.
Yeah, thanks, Jake, for having me on the show. I appreciate the opportunity to chat and highlight our small little community in Southwest Michigan.
All right. Well, again, you and I were talking. It's springtime. It's a busy time for athletic directors. Let's go and jump right into it. Share with our listeners a little bit, about your background, about your school, and then, of course, we want to hear your tips for small school ADs.
Yeah, absolutely. Graduated high school from a neighboring district actually in 2008. That over that summer, I realized that my coaching career my playing career was over. So I jumped right into coaching. Been coaching basketball. I just wrapped up my 14th year doing that recently. Started out junior high basketball and worked my way up all the way to the varsity level for a few years. Ended up getting a varsity girls coaching gig here in Lawrence back in 2016. Coached here for a few years. Had the opportunity to apply to be an athletic director at a district about 40 minutes north of here. Threw my hat in the ring with little experience, if you will, little to no experience in management, if you will, in terms of interscholastic athletics. I think I was the third candidate they offered the job to, but I took it. And now I'm here 5 years later.
I've had a couple of jobs like that in my career. I wasn't the first choice, but I think they were happy. I was certainly happy with the choice they made. So, hey, you go with it. Well, describe just briefly the school you're at now, and then let's hear your tip for small school ADs.
Absolutely. So Lawrence Public Schools. We have 2 buildings on campus. We have an elementary that's K through 6, and then we have a junior senior high school that is 7 through 12. In the district, we have about 410 kids. At the high school, we're at 123. So we're pretty small. We have 4 decent sized districts in every direction within 15 minutes of here. So we're sharing kids with a lot of different districts. Right, I should say our school district's pretty small, but we offer quite a few sports for our size. My role specifically, I run the youth rec department as well. So K through 12 athletics in town is under my umbrella, which it's a blessing and a curse. But we get to see everything from the ground up, and I can't really complain. We offer 13 different junior and high school sports, and then we offer 6 youth sports. So with the number of kids that we have a lot of opportunity for them. And we offer just about everything for every kid, or something for every kid, I should say.
No, it sounds very cool. Again, what sort of advice do you have for a small school AD that's listening in?
Yeah, community involvement is key. Community involvement is crucial, especially in a district our size. I think we have under 900 people in the village. Technically, that's where we're at, a village, not a city or a town. And volunteers and finding people to help, it's hard. So you have to be the face of a lot of different hats, in this town. So join as many committees as you can. Show up to as many non-athletic events as you can. Going to a band concert, go to a play, go to just about anything you can to show your face, because you're going to end up building those relationships with people that you never expected to help you out. And whether that be a ticket taker or a clock operator somewhere down the road, or maybe even a coach. Just building those relationships with people, beating them face to face, and not over, a Zoom call or a text or an email, but just being present. That goes a long, long way. And then trying new things. Like I was the last person I ever expected, to sit through a band concert. Let's be completely honest with you. And you're at a school our size, you're sharing those kids with the band, those athletes. And there's nothing better than seeing a kid's face light up when they see you at their Christmas, concert. And, then the next week you get to coach them. So we're in a unique spot here. But being present, building those relationships, I think it's vital for being an AD at the school our size.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The relationship's one of the most frequently mentioned tools that we get on our interviews. Can you share with our listeners quickly an example of how making that connection with that student really paid off? Maybe not just for the student, but for you as a teacher and a leader. Anything come to mind?
Yeah, so we're not in a very affluent area. And a lot of kids rely on, the coach to be their, I don't want to say their parent figure, that's probably the wrong word, but be their support. Whether that's transporting kids to and from practices, whether that's, helping out when they need advice. Here, we really, really, really have the opportunity to build those relationships with the kids specifically. So one kid I had didn't play a sport, in eighth grade. Eighth grade was the first year he played a sport, I should say. Played basketball. He grew a growth spurt. I think he grew to like 6'1", 6'2" in eighth grade, which, school our size, that's our center. That's our future post player. And just talking to him constantly, like, you have an opportunity to do something special if you'd like to. He's a really bright kid. He was a 4.0 kid. That kid the next year came out for football. That kid now is playing basketball still, but he's playing baseball. He's running track. Just getting kids to open up and expand their horizons and try new things. That's what this job's all about, in my opinion. And I think that's why I'm here, to get kids to expand and yeah, see where life takes them.
Oh, absolutely. Great stuff. We're gonna have to get you back on for another interview down the road. If one of our listeners wanted to reach out and pick your brain a little bit more, find out how you do things at Lawrence, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, email John Guillean at lawrencetigers.org. That's the best way. We're really active on social media, Lawrence Tigers Athletics on Facebook. We use Gipper. I see the little logo up here, and I know the last few people have thrown that shout out on your show, so I figure I'd throw my hat in there too. But highlighting our kids on social media, they spend 8 hours a day looking at screens, so we need to utilize that platform. And yeah, you can reach out to me there, email. You can call the school if you'd like to. So I'm here.
Well, I know our good friends at Gipper appreciate that shout out. Thanks for doing that. John, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to share with our listeners today. All the best as we move forward into spring sports. And thanks again for being on Small School AD.
You're very welcome, Jake. Thanks for the opportunity to chat.
Oh, you bet. Hey, for listeners, we appreciate you. And just a reminder, we upload the Zoom recordings to the Educational AD Podcast YouTube channel. We do this every single week and just about every day with best practices for ADs. Come back next time for another Small School Athletic Director and just about every day on the Educational AD Podcast. We'll see you next time. Hey, before we go, we do want to reach out to other small school athletic directors. I got my start at a small school, actually a couple of small schools, about 100, 110 students in the high school, and it was a great experience. It really laid a foundation for me as I had my journey as a coach and as an athletic director. And, we appreciate everything you do at the small school level. So if you'd like to be on, shoot me an email. It's Jake's Touchdown, all one word, Jake's Touchdown at gmail.com. We'd love to have you on and share your tips for small school athletic directors. Before we go, we want to acknowledge our sponsors. You've heard me say it before, but please visit these sponsors. They're all companies that I used or have a direct connection with. You should be using them too. Gipper, go to gipper.com. Home Campus, go to homecampus.com. Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. That's sidelineinteractive.com. Huddle, go to huddle.com. Athletic surveys, go to athleticsurveys.com. Hometown ticketing, go to hometownticketing.com. Snap Raise, their fundraising platform, go to snapraise.com. Vital Signs Wall of Fame, go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. Ohio University's Masters in Athletic Administration, go to ohio.edu/info/MAA. And we'll give a shout out to K12 Sports Tech. Go to k12sportstech.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.